What's going on, guys? I decided, you know what? Let me give you boys a little afternoon delight. Skip my mid-afternoon nap, and here I am. Fresh out the shower, fresh out of shoveling some snow, and I'm here. I'm here. We can talk about. I'm still gonna be streaming tonight. I have a video to drop as well. Let me make sure I did everything. I don't remember. I think I finished everything last night. I think I finished it off last night. Let me just double check right quick. Yeah, I have my grading video coming out after this, and maybe one more video after that. I have my press conference video out on the channel, which has been getting so much hate, which is hilarious. But I've been wanting to do more kind of randomish time streams, so why not for this one? Let's see. Yep. So, yeah, I saw that we had 3 weight misses. I just saw that message. Sup, Joey? Yeah, what's up? Joey's face in the thumbnail looks like he forgot to clean Jamal Hill's house. Basically, yes. I forgot to clean Jamal Hill's house, and I was held accountable for it, essentially. Does this guy ever sleep? If you saw, the lack of sleep that I get isn't good at all. I'm working on that this year. It'll be better for the channel. It'll be better for me overall. It's very rare that I'm well rested on stream ever. Joey Afternoon, what's up? Is Amanda Nunes' legacy as concrete as John Jones in comparison to women's MMA? I mean, I guess so, but I don't think anybody gives a fuck about it, to be honest. I don't think anybody really truly gives a fuck. So, while it is definitely she's the concrete GOAT, I really think people are like, well, I don't give a fuck about Amanda Nunes. She beat up a bunch of bums because the division itself never matured. I mean, it's stuck in 2011, or whatever the hell, 2013, I believe it started, UFC 157, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look that up. UFC 157. Yep. Started February 23rd, 2013. Ronda Rousey versus Liz Carmouche. A lot of people were flipping out. They were like, why is Lyoto Machida, Dan Henderson the co-main event? And Ronda Rousey ended up turning out to be a star. Talk about star power. People talk about star power. This person's a star. That person's a star. Ronda Rousey was a legit star. Legit star. If she continued to win, she would have been bigger than McGregor. Because the way she was bulldozing people, even though it was a bunch of bums, people were just infatuated with it. I remember back then. I remember talking to one of my buddies who was like a borderline hardcore at that point. And I told him, dude, I said, Ronda's a star already. Like, no, the fuck she's not. I'm like, I'm telling you, fuckers know her. People who don't even watch the sport know who she is. So it was kind of crazy seeing the evolution of Ronda. So I'm so much more excited for the stylistic matchup between Sean and Dricus, even though the card is mid. Main event's fire. Agreed. Legit star Ronda Rousey. Yeah, one-dimensional. Exactly. I saw a lot of hate yesterday after the video you made, Joey, but watch the narrative change once DDP deeply penetrates Strickland on Saturday. We'll see. We'll see clips that. Hey, man, that video. Look, people are like crying about that video. I've seen people saying you're delusional. Even people who watch the channel regularly are like, you're delusional and all this crazy shit. I mean, look, I don't care what anyone thinks. I will die on the hill behind that video. I spoke nothing but facts. People are listen, you have to understand what is going on and what goes on in the minds of MMA fans, especially when you mix in politics, okay? Especially when you mix in politics. So me personally, I don't care about politics. I don't really follow politics. But what you have is, in politics, I've noticed, you have cult-like followings. And essentially, if you aren't a part of that cult-like following, then you're against that cult-like following. So what that means is, regardless what Colby does or Strickland does, because they're a part of that group and that political leaning, if you don't automatically swear fealty to them and, there's no criticism to be had of them, and you can't say anything bad about them, you can't say anything at all about them Otherwise, you hate them because of their political leanings. Because that's what these people do. They hate people based on their perceived political leanings. I've noticed that. This is something I've really noticed in the last, year and a half. And they can't fathom, they can't disconnect anything from politics. You look at anything on social media nowadays, you click on the most fucking obscure video. It could be the most obscure video, some kid playing with a fucking toy or some dumb shit. And in the fucking comments, it's some dumb fucks talking about politics. I hate those motherfuckers. I hate them with a passion. But they're so focused on whatever they believe that they have to back anyone that they perceive to have those same belief system as them. And anyone that's even partially critical of that, in their minds, you're only critical because you don't like their politics. When I don't even factor in politics to anything at all. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of people acting like the world's ending because of fucking some bullshit, political bullshit every fucking year, every month, every fucking week. So that's what it is. So because I've criticized someone of a certain political following, that means I am some type of political following, even though I don't really follow politics. I don't watch TV. I don't really read the news unless it's a massive event. And they just can't fathom that because they're basically in a cult, essentially, is what goes on there. So when people saw me criticize Sean Strickland because he's a pussy, that was the most embarrassing press conference performance I have ever seen. I don't care what the crowd was doing. He literally laid down and rolled over for Dricus Du Plessis, and it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Imagine if Colby did that shit. Imagine how embarrassing that would be. Imagine Ian Machado Gary did that. Imagine he rolled over and said, dude, basically, Sean Strickland did the trash talk equivalent to Court McGee getting knocked out. So imagine if anyone else did that. They're known for their trash talk, and then they disappear because somebody stands up to them. Damn, that shit's embarrassing as hell. And they don't like to hear that because no matter what, they love their, I guess their pseudo-deity in Strickland. He says it how it really is, and he speaks his mind, and whatever else bullshit they say. Anyway, how likely are we to see Khamzat at 300? I'll say 60% chance. 60% chance. It would not shock me if the winner of Saturday gets a quick turnaround against Khamzat. I thought your video was going to be a reach, but after seeing Sean shake DDP's hand was really sad. He was scared DDP bringing up past drama, that he had to glaze him to appease him at the press. Yeah, dude, he literally said, stop booing Dricus, stop, and applaud this man. Applaud this man. I was rewatching your live from last night on an iPad, opened up on YouTube on the phone, and you were live. Let's go. What's up, Patty? Hope you're doing well. Strickland really came after Magny. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but I checked out what you said. I agree with you, bro. Every time I open some video about a normal kid being a kid, it's either political or some sort of ist comment. Dude, it's crazy. It annoys the piss out of me. I hate those motherfuckers. You can go watch the beginning of my fucking channel. Every time, I just hate motherfuckers that have to inject political bullshit into everything. And I don't, listen, that's their right to do that. I don't care. I don't enjoy it. But I'm not saying that, Sean Strickland can't bring up his politics at a press conference. I'm not saying he shouldn't be allowed to. He should be allowed to. But what I dislike is a lot of people agree with me and they say, I don't want to hear political bullshit. I'm tired of political bullshit. But they only apply that when it's stuff that doesn't agree with their worldview. So they don't want to hear about politics unless it supports their already biased worldview. That's why can't it be across the board? We really don't want to hear this shit. We don't want to hear this. We don't want to hear this question from this reporter. We don't want to hear this bullshit answer from Strickland either. When's the UFC 297 final face-off? Sometime tonight. There's dudes rubbing each other off over how Strickland acts, which is embarrassing. I know. Dude, Strickland has embarrassed himself bad. I don't know if he'll ever recover. And you got motherfuckers You got motherfuckers because they like what Strickland did to that reporter, aka not answer a question, aka just couldn't answer a simple question. Because you got fuckers cheerleading him because of that, they say he can't do no wrong. He can't do no wrong. Like, oh yeah, he's such a badass. He's a Billy badass. When they just like what he did, which is fine. DDP Sean officially OFC unless Sean stabs him with a knife. Officially over, I guess. When is okay? I think UFC wanted to do Islam Charles for 297, but they hate Ariel called up Strick. I said that from the beginning. I said that in the beginning, man. I don't live in the UFC, that's why I'm asking. Okay, fair enough. I can't lie. I think Strickland can be really funny, and I know you don't agree, but his stick's getting old at this point. I think he can be funny at times, but a lot of it's forced. A lot of it is like over the top purposely. And also, he just likes to bully people. You know, he likes to punch down. He likes to punch down. That's the truth of it. When he gets a little bit of pushback, he curls like a little bitch. And that shit's embarrassing, man. Like, if I was his buddy, and you know what's funny? People think I hate Strickland. I think me and Strickland could be friends. You know, I could be friends with anyone. I'd be like, dude, this is some pussy shit. No, you can't do... No, I'd be so embarrassed for him. Bro called Raquel a former addict. I know that was fucked up. Just popped up in an upper decky and Joey goes live. Perfect Saturday morning. Let's go. Shit, you're in Australia. It's already Saturday morning. You think we're going to get UFC 300 main event announcement this weekend? I'm going to say no, but I'm not sure. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yes, officially on both made weight this morning. Okay. Strickland is a hero, win or lose. Yeah, he really told off that reporter. He said, fuck you. Oh, what a Billy badass. Couldn't do that to Dricus, the guy he's fighting on Saturday. Had to suck him off. Had to suck him off. He's like, oh, Dricus. Oh, Dricus, put your cock in my mouth, Dricus. That's what Strickland was saying at the presser, basically. Thank you for the 1 month of membership. Thank you for the 1 month of membership, Axel. Dricus owned Sean. Sean got a chair in his bedroom. Yeah. Dude's a cuck for sure. He's going to offer up his girlfriend to Dricus after the fight. After he gets his belt taken off of him, he's going to be like, you want to fuck my girlfriend now? I'll watch. I'll watch. I mean, that shit's way... People are like, oh, Ian Gary's a cuck and blah, blah, blah. This, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but Sean's definitely owned by Dricus for sure. Are there still 2 fights left to be made? There's like 4 to 6 fights left to be made. I think there's only 8 confirmed fights. Are there still... I already made that. I already read that. I think they'll be announced UFC 300 and co-main in February. We'll see. Exactly. Like if Sean was one of the boys, you'd have to call him out on still his pussy behavior. Exactly. What's good, Joey? What's up, Will? Sean by TKO. Can't wait. Fuck that reporter. The reporter's an embarrassment to society. Look, I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't want to hear them type of corny questions asked. But for him to ask a legitimate question, okay? A legitimate question. And again, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear those questions asked. But for him to not be, oh, what was the vibes like? I respect it, man. He knew he was going to get backlash for that. How is that an embarrassment? Why couldn't Sean Strickland just clarify? Sean Strickland has said child abuse. He said child abuse is over the line. Well, he talks about child abuse. He said he would abuse his child. So I don't understand how someone's saying, hey, you said this. Do you still stand behind this? But you know why Strickland can't answer? Because what he does is he goes right over the edge where he could say, oh, I'm just kidding around. He would never clarify that. He would never clarify that because it would look horrible. So, you know, again, I don't want those types of questions asked. I don't want to hear those types of questions. But I am in favor of a free press, you know. So, it is what it is. He seemed afraid to insult Dricus. Totally. He was afraid. 100%. Joey looking handsome this morning. Thickest beard on MMA YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You should get paid for being a part-time comedian. You make me cackle. Thank you, Joey, for the laughs. You're welcome, Dylan Weatherwax. I'm glad that I can make you laugh or cackle. I'm glad that I could. I'd rather them ask that than, hey, Dana, how's Power Slot? Exactly, dude. I wish we had more reporters like that. Say what you will about the question and that it's corny and that it's weird. But at the end of the day, if Strickland wants to talk about beating kids, someone should ask him, are you serious? But he can't answer it. Because if he answers it truthfully, he looks even more like a piece of shit. And if he answers it and says, no, I didn't mean that, I was just kidding around, I would never do that. Let's say he says that, I don't know what his true beliefs would be. Then he pisses off the side of his fan base that would piss him off. That would piss them off if he said that. I agree. How do you feel about Strickland's opinions matching the majority of Americans? I don't think Strickland's opinions match the majority of Americans. I think that's a very loud vocal minority. Depending on what specifically you're talking about, but I'm just saying overall, I think Strickland's a bit extreme, and I think he's in the minority. Maybe you can twist and just make little tiny leaps here and there and say, oh, well, this would be the majority. But Strickland is a bit extreme and crazy, so I don't think that's anywhere indicative of the majority of Americans. If they make Pereira main event against Hill or Magomed, Leon Bilal co-main and Chimaev fight, I think 300 is the best card ever. I don't think if they make the 2 title fights, I don't think they make Chimaev. I don't think they make put Chimaev on the card if they put 2 title fights on top of it. Sup, Joey? What's up? Unqualified millionaire. People would rather want Sean to repeat how he thinks he's going to win the fight rather than an actual question that requires him to actually think, got it. Exactly. Joey has the looks of a Dagestani. Do I really? Dana's reaction to the Apex question was actual comedy. Yeah, he said, oh, we're going to start moving around and blah, blah, blah. Did Curtis deactivate his Insta? I think so. What percentage of parents quietly hope their kids turn out straight? I feel like this is a popular opinion, OG at American parents. That wasn't the question. The question was Sean Strickland said he would beat his kid if they turned out to be gay. I don't think that's even close to the majority. I think that's definitely in the minority. You're going to beat your kid over his or her sexual preferences? I mean, that's a wild leap to say the majority of Americans believe that. So I don't know. I'm not Strickland. I don't think about kids having sex, Sean calls other people weak men, but then shows his weakness when he tries to be DDP friends after saying he would stab him like a barking dog tucking his tail. Yeah, and he tried to warp the narrative from the jump. He tried to act like Dricus wasn't going to talk about it because he threatened him, but luckily Dricus cleared that up ASAP. When Sean brought up the WNBA, I don't know if I heard that. I don't know if I heard that one. Well, what I find funny, though, I already know where you're going with that. What I find funny about that is, I know he was shitting on women's MMA, and I know I've shit on women's MMA quite a bit. I hate low-level women's MMA, and the UFC isn't making a priority to try to attract prospects and pay prospects and beef up the divisions and full of talent. But at the end of the day, Sean Strickland is literally one of the most boring fighters on the roster. But he makes up for it with his WWE, persona. So it is what I mean. Sean's literally, when Sean ever had an exciting fight? So Joey's about to catch a body against Jairzinho. I am. Pause, man. I want to see Derek Lewis versus Rosenstrike in the prelims for UFC 300. Nah, I don't need to see that. Holy shit, he actually said that? Yes. I mean, there's low-level men's MMA that I hate too. Agreed. Some dumb bitch sits right in front of the security gate and starts breastfeeding this morning. Hundreds of free chairs and you sit right in front of the security. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I agree with Strickland. I hate the alphabet plus brainwash. Well, I don't even know what that means, dude. I'm not sure what that means. DDP wins on Saturday. Then they do quick turnaround to the main event, 300 versus Izzy. I think that could happen. I think if Dricus wins, he definitely fights Izzy next. But yeah, I don't hate, but there's just a touch back on this comment. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by this. I don't think about people in terms of their sexuality and then decide whether or not I hate or like them, It's a very small minority, It's a very small minority. Like people act like I've seen this, like Strickland was talking about, and now actually, people are going to say this is political. Literally, Sean's talking about trans people, right? I don't understand that. I have no real thoughts on that in general. What is that? Less than what is that? 0.0001% of our population? I mean, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? That's 0.001% of our population. It's just not a serious issue. It's just one of those things where it's low-hanging fruit, and it's easy to pick on those types of people, which I think is a disgrace, and I'll proudly say that. To just go after the low-hanging fruit. Look, you got Dricus Du Plessis across from you. You could talk all this shit about him you want. You're fighting him. You're going to step in the cage. You're like, oh, no, daddy. I'm sorry, daddy. Everyone please cheer my daddy over here. But you're just going to pick on some 0.0001% that is easy, low-hanging fruit to attack. I think it's just petty, pussy shit. So, and take from that what you will. If you don't like me because I say, oh, that's low-hanging fruit and that's an embarrassment, and it's not like a real actual, serious, thing, it is what it is. You can dislike me for that. Hap once again with the L takes. I like Sean's fights. You can't say that Islam laying on Drew Dober. He finished Drew Dober. Andy, I feel if Sean loses, do you want to fight next? I say Colby or Whitaker or Costa. I say Colby. Everyone was telling I was crazy on Twitter. Everyone was saying I was crazy on Twitter. Like, I don't understand how that's not a banger fight. It's not for a title. Strickland has more heart than DDP. We'll find out. I doubt it. This just in, Hap thinks Strickland is more exciting than Islam. I know, what a pussy. Joey, Sean says he always looked at men's penises in the locker room and feels insulted when other men don't reciprocate. Yeah, when I was skimming through the Theo Von podcast, Sean Strickland was talking about nothing but dicks. Looking at dicks, touching dicks, dick sizes. Which I know a lot of people joke about, but it seems like Sean Strickland is awfully obsessed with dicks. And that's why I really think he is probably a closeted homosexual whose dad beat him to hide it, and now Strickland's trying to cover up it with his homophobia, for sure. So, dude does nothing but talk about cocks, And I'm a person who makes my fair share of gay jokes in the stream, talking about pleasuring grown men and whatnot. But dude's always talking about dicks. I think he looks at Dricus and I think he gets aroused. I think he's worried he's going to lose on Saturday because he's going to have a boner, and I think he's going to be nervous that Dricus is going to get him in north-south because then Sean's going to finish. So the journalist brought up the topic, not Sean. I mean, do you want to live in a world, regardless of if you agree with the question or not, do you want to live in a world where there's not free press? Is that what you want to live in a world? Like, I want to live in a world where there's free press, whether I agree with them or disagree with them. So, Sean is gay. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Oh, he's definitely gay. I'm convinced Sean Strickland is 100% homosexual, or bare minimum bisexual. But he's trying to cover it up. His dad didn't want him to come out, so he's suppressed it. One day he'll come out. I feel bad for him. He's struggling with his internal demons. That's why he couldn't stand Dricus kissing his coach on the lips. So, did Strickland weird comment on Theo Von about looking at dudes at the urinal? I did not see that, but I know when I was clicking through, I saw some shit about constantly talking about dicks, and I think he's fantasizing about them. Jay, how much do I need to donate to get Hap Chandler 24 hours to silence? I don't know, dude. You're gonna have to make me an offer. Make me an offer I can't refuse. You're a regular Sherlock Holmes. Thank you. I am a regular old Sherlock Holmes. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Yeah. You're going to be crying again when Strickland wins. I don't care if Strickland wins or not. He's not going to hold the belt for long. So if he beats Dricus, it wouldn't surprise me. You have to understand, just because I dislike someone doesn't mean I necessarily care whether or not they win the belt or lose the belt. Look, my number one goal with MMA for any division is to have the most active champion possible. So Strickland as a champ isn't a bad thing. On a scale from 1 to 10, how excited are you for 297? Not very excited. I don't know, maybe like a 5, 6. I'm dropping the grading video afterwards. But I know if Strickland does win, which I think is a good possibility, Strickland could win, people are going to be like, oh, Joey's upset, because that's how they feel. They get genuinely upset when a fighter they want to win loses, but it's not going to ruin my day. It's not going to ruin my week. You know, it's not going to ruin my life over a loss. You know, I haven't been depressed. I might be wrong on this, and maybe I'm forgetting some. I haven't been really depressed about a loss since maybe probably Anderson, Chris Weidman 1 and 2. So, yeah. That's shit when I was really broken. That shit made me not. I didn't watch any MMA coverage for a while. So, yeah. What is any message? That's wild. Hold on one second. That's wild. Oh man, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good, Andy. That's good, Andy. That is fucking really good, Andy. Oh my good, Andy. That's fucking good. I'm glad you pointed that out to me. That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild, Andy. You know what, guys? I think MMA is gonna get, the MMA and UFC is going to get better in 2024. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Hey, Joey, nobody had the take on Strickland on the build-up. You made a great point. Why do you think that is? I've talked about it. I talked about it in the first 20 minutes of this stream. But essentially, people who align themselves with Sean Strickland's perceived political beliefs will die for those political beliefs and will ride out with anyone no matter what they do based on those political beliefs. They have to back their guy no matter what. And anyone who criticizes someone with a certain set of political beliefs or perceived political beliefs means you're against those political beliefs. So it's a mob mentality in support of Strickland. No one's willing to say what I say because I'm just independent and I'm just unbiased, you know. Obviously, people have certain biases for certain things, but I'm just calling what I genuinely see. It has nothing to do with, you know, being disgruntled or pushing a certain narrative. I don't care to push a certain narrative. You know, if there's a situation where I think Colby Covington's 100% right, I'm going to back him 100% as vehemently as I shit on him, you know? But yeah, that's it. I mean, anyone who commented on that, there's two types of people who comment it and say I'm wrong, okay? There is the people who genuinely are just brainwashed and just have to back their guy, and they believe that I'm wrong because they couldn't physically see it with their own eyes or use their brain to even perceive it because they just couldn't possibly go against their pseudo deity. And then there's the other people who aren't in that group, but they're not that smart. And I don't mean this to kind of belittle them, but they're not that smart. They lack critical thinking, and they fall into the appeal to popular opinion fallacy. Everyone believes it, so it must be true. You know, a lot of people aren't willing to stand on an island, you know. They're not willing to be by themselves. They're not willing to take the criticism and take the heat of genuinely speaking their mind. And I know, there's people who fuck with the channel for years, been members for years, been in the chats for years, maybe not even members, who don't agree with me on everything, and that's just perfectly fine. But there's certain things you have to understand, just because it's an unpopular opinion doesn't mean it's not true, and I stand behind everything I fucking said. Now, obviously, there's some people that don't understand. They're like, Joey, why are you making this press conference video? Because there's a portion of the community that I built that are like, I don't give a fuck about this type of shit. And I don't necessarily give a fuck about this type of shit all that much, but it's something that people have been asking for, and I don't mind doing it. And it took me 20, 30 minutes to do. It's an easy video to do. So I make these videos and it's just a little bit of an addition to the content. You know, I'm not subtracting anything to add that to it. So there's probably some people that are like, Joey, you're supposed to just be covering the sport like you normally do, and you're covering this like petty press conference bullshit. Well, some people want that, and I've decided to do it until I decide to not do it anymore, you know? Maybe one day I won't do it. Anyway, anywho, that's why I believe most people don't agree with me. You know, people say, and back me up, chat. I mean, this isn't always the case. People say I go against the popular opinion. But do I not make videos usually so fast on a topic that I don't even know what the popular opinion is yet? That's not always the case. But usually I'm covering the news so quickly that I don't have a chance to even comprehend the popular narrative yet. Is that not true? I mean, it's not like sometimes I'll make a video within 5 minutes of news announced, you know? So it's like, how do I know the I'm getting videos out before the news is even settled. And you're saying somehow I know the popular opinion and I automatically went against it? It's just because I have a brain. I have the ability to critically think, and people don't like that. And I'm not saying that I'm always right. I mean, a lot of it is opinions, okay? But there's some of it that is just based off of facts, and I'll die on those hills. Anyhow, most people live in an echo chamber 100%. 100%. Hold on one second. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's okay to disagree, exactly. I think you have your own takes. And I fuck with everyone who watches the channel and understands that we're not always going to agree, you know? It's just weird that people have to hate each other for a disagreement. So, Joey missed 10 years of the chat. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm reading in a second. I was just distracted by something. Joey, I'm going to place an order for wings at Wingstop tomorrow's pay-per-view. Any recommendations? Yeah, I would say get a .45 caliber revolver. That's what I would say have for dinner. I fuck with you, Joe. Thank you. Sorry, I'm distracted by something right now. I'm extremely caught off guard by something right now. We'll talk about this at a later date. Joe, you still doing a pre-fight live? Yes. Have you tried Popeye's wings yet? Absolutely not. If I went to Popeye's to get wings, I'd be there for another fucking week. Why are you distracted? Nothing. I just saw something that completely threw me off. Completely threw me off. That completely threw me off. From the jump. We'll talk about this another day. Maybe we'll hear about it in the next couple of days, and we'll talk. Ask me about it in like a week. Ask me about it in like a week, and I'll tell you what I was reacting to, and you guys will understand why I was so distracted. One day I'll tell you. Just ask me next week. Just ask me next week. I can't divulge that information right now. Joe, I disagree with your take that Tony's a rotten corpse. My man barely entered his prime. Shut the fuck up. I'm against people live in an echo chamber and whatever these big channels say, they just regurgitate and consider fact. Yeah, and a lot of that is just gauged off of online banter, where a lot of these big channels and big Twitter personalities just regurgitate the popular narrative anyway. The only real reason you're safe is because I allowed you to be safe. Don't ever forget it. Whose career is most affected by robbery decisions? I don't know. Maybe Reyes? Can't believe I drove to work in all this snow today. That's crazy. Is it UFC related? A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Look, I'm not talking about it, so don't ask. I think you are bigger than MMA Guru. Mark my words. I don't know if that's an insult or you're talking about channel size. Why do you think Chimaev is inactive? I think he has issues being in relation with a known war criminal. Joey, top 5 Wingstop flavors. Don't give a fuck. Joe, your beard looking good. You know why it looks so good today? I just got out of the shower. So it's just glistening right now, boys. It's just nice and full. It's just nice and full. So the thought of Khamzat might get in a title shot makes people go nuts. Yeah, I don't even understand why. Like, who is the true number one contender? There's not really one. You could say Cannonier, okay. But yeah. Joey, please grow a huge wizard beard this year. I'll think about it. I've tried to before, but it just starts itching. I mean, like my mustache right now is tickling my nose. It's just tickling my nose. Joe, where do you get your wings from? America's Best Wings are fucking straight up bangers, or like local bars. There's like one or two local bars. They're mad expensive, but they're fucking delicious. There's this one. Let me see if I can find the picture. Actually, I'll definitely find the picture because I'm supposed to go with one of my buddies soon to get wings. So let me find this real quick. I probably showed these before. This is from a local bar in where I live. These fucking wings are delicious. Look at these. Look at these. Look at these bad boys. Boom. That's where I get my wings from. That's where I ain't going to no fucking Wingstop. I'd rather eat out of a fucking garbage can. I'd rather eat out of a fucking garbage can than go to Wingstop. Fuck Wingstop. I mean, fuck Wingstop. That's ew. I'm being dead serious. If you fuck with Wingstop, I can't fuck with you. You know, I still we can disagree, but if you fuck with Wingstop, like that shit is nasty as hell. It's nasty as hell. Now it's nasty. Don't even say it's decent. It's fucking nasty. Get it if you're eating Wingstop, get a fucking second job and start getting wings elsewhere. That shit is nasty as hell. I've gotten Wingstop twice. Twice. Both times I end up throwing it in the fucking trash. So, and going to get something else to eat. Like, and I'm not like, I don't know what the word I'm looking for it is, but it's like, damn, I threw it out and went and got something else. What about Buffalo Wild Wings? Buffalo Wild Wings used to be amazing. And I still think it's good, but the one near me is shit service, so I don't go there. And it's shit quality. So I believe Buffalo Wild Wings is probably still good, but just not the one near me, so I don't ever go. Plus, I mean, you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, that's like guaranteed diarrhea for like 3 days. Joey, thoughts on Sean breaking a slap fighter's wrist on purpose and sending him home to cash in his food stamps and ruining his chance at financial freedom? That's pretty messed up. Buffalo Wild Wings is cheap with their sauce. I used to go and get extra sauce. You are bougie? Yeah, I'm bougie. The place that I go normally, not normally, but the place that I like to go, that's like a local bar that has wings. It's like fucking like $22 for 10 wings. I'm like, what the fuck? Me and my buddy went and we got the check and it was like $80. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, damn, dude. Damn. I'll usually pick up the tab, but not fucking today. You should change your channel to Wings Talk. I should change my channel to Your Mother's Pussy, because that's what I really like to talk about. Wings be expensive. I can eat like 20. It depends how big they are. Pause. I used to cook a lot. I used to cook a decent amount of them. Back in the day, grill them up, or maybe sometimes I would fry them up, but haven't done that in a while. How do you think Sandhagen does against top 10 featherweights, and how do you think Hooker will do at welterweight? Hooker, we get mauled at welterweight. And how do I think Sandhagen would do at featherweight? I think he get fucked up at featherweight. So, Joe, when we get in the backyard BBQ stream, I don't know. Look, when I start making some decent money on the channel, and hopefully this year I'm thinking about getting a hot tub. I'll definitely do a hot tub stream. So, you can expect that. Why is O'Malley ducking Marab? Because he doesn't want to lose. What is your favorite burger? I'm just not. I don't really have a particular favorite burger. I'll tell you one thing. It's not. It's not Shake Shack. Garbage, crusty fucking demon burger. I mean, that burger was the definition of a crusty demon. I heard your feet is more seasoned than your chicken. Yeah, hot tub fight companion would be goated. Be funny as hell. It'd be funny as hell. I'll just be out back in the hot tub streaming the fight companion. I have both my girlfriends out there with me. And it'll be hilarious. Imagine that. We got 100K subs. I will unsubscribe to your channel now. Goodbye. Good riddance. And I don't give a fuck. That slander, Joe. Shake Shack went out of business. It was so ass over here. Yeah, the shit's crusty, man. I got the shit. It was like $40 and crusty as shit. So, whoa. In-N-Out's the best. I'll have to try it. Joey's 6'3", huge man. Why don't you hit the weights? No time. I hit the weights. You'll never see pictures of me hitting heavy weights. Maybe you can get 2 prostitutes like Colby. Nah, I don't need prostitutes. What did I miss? Is there a fight still on? Yeah, there's nothing canceled. Strickland just already lost mentally. This is the point of the title, if that's what you're wondering. If your wife surprised you at Wingstop, would you beat her like Dana beats his wife or Jamal beats his brother? If she got me Wingstop, she might be catching the war machine. Let me stop. That's way too far. I don't think either one of those is suffice enough. Let me put it that way. Wingstop, she brings me Wingstop, I'm definitely going to prison for at least 10 to 15 years for aggravated assault. So, Joe, would you beat her like Jean Silva beat Weston Wilson? Nah, worse. Or worse. She brought me fucking Wingstop. Like, let's say she called me, right? Not that this happens, but let's say she called me and she's like, "What you want me? I'm gonna pick up some food for dinner." And I'm like, "All right, just surprise me." Not that I would do some dumb shit like that. And she came home with Wingstop, I would smack the shit out of her. Worse than Dana. And I'd be justified too. I'd get a nice high quality lawyer and I'd defend it in court. Nah, she brought me home shitty ass Wingstop. 15 years for assault. Damn, those wings must be bad, dude. I'd be livid. I'd be fucking livid. Clip it and send it to the feds. I Boston Crab her for sure. That's the bare minimum. The Boston Crab is like a guaranteed bare minimum. So, Priscilla coming over 10 pounds. Did she come over 10 pounds? That's crazy. Pause. Did you see the UFC embedded? I have not. I waited in the parking lot for 23 minutes to see for Popeye's wings. Oh, so they gave you fast service then, huh? Joey, it's just talk. Remember what Connor did to Habib? The talk ends up meaningless. Okay. It may end up being meaningless. It can very well. I think Dricus bullies him in verbally and bullies him in real life too. Joey's going to hit his wife with the jackhammer Goldberg style. I was thinking about a tombstone pile driver. Hit her with the jackhammer, but it won't be Goldberg style. The old jackhammer. Thoughts on City? I think he's going to lose. Would you rather Strickland win tomorrow or eat Wingstop every day for a year? I'd rather Strickland never lose another fight again and win every single fight by finish. Joe, are you woke? I'm not even sure what that means. Joe, every time you have gone against, you have lost, you will lose again. Dude, you're so full of shit. DDP's going to waste him. It's obvious. It seems like it. Joe, have you ever had Dave's Hot Chicken? No, I'm not familiar with Dave's Hot Chicken. I forgot about the public weigh-ins until I saw your stream. I forgot about the public weigh-ins until your message. Until your message, boys. Can you guys do me a favor and like this stream? I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. We'll probably stay live until the weigh-ins are over just to see what's going on. When did you start watching the UFC? 2010. May of 2010. Where are you from? I'm from Anchorage, Alaska. Don't you know that? I can't like the stream twice. Yeah, you can't. Thank you, Joey, for spitting truth. I've experienced people like Sean in my life, weak bullies. Dude, it really is. It really is. I've seen people like that as well, you know. You just got to bully the bully, my friend. I mean, I've seen people before in school. Like when I used to be in school, if I saw someone going around like bullying people, I'd bully them. And they do fucking nothing every single time. Every single fucking time. Oh, you know how you guys say, oh, Joe, you go too hard on this fighter, you go too hard on that fighter. If I would be like chilling at school and I see someone like picking on some like weakling fucking, like for lack of a better word, nerd, I would single out that person. I would single out that person and just go fucking hard on them. Hard on them. You know, and I would just, at that point, I'd be bullying them. I did that many of times in school. I did that many of times in school. I didn't fuck with that type of shit. I just feel like that's some pussy behavior. You know what I mean? So, and I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I was bad as hell in school, and I didn't give a fuck. So, I enjoyed it. I was threatened multiple times. But yeah, I didn't give a fuck. So. Yeah, I had many a times in school, I would single somebody out who was a fucking bully, and I'd start bullying them and tell them to chill. And multiple times, you know how they used to have them bullshit school mediations? Yeah, I'd end up in a lot of those mediations. I'm like, nah, fuck them. They like to pick on, you know, so-and-so, so they're going to get picked on. So, yeah, your boy ended up in trouble quite a bit. I was just your everyday Billy Badass. I was your everyday Billy Badass. Joe, you're acting tough. I'm not saying I was tough. Look, you have to understand, dude, and I've said this a million times, most people aren't willing to match that energy. They aren't willing to match that energy, bro. So, you see someone, they pick out someone mentally weak, and they try to bully them. And it just isn't right. We're going to react to the weigh-ins in 10 minutes, sure. We get it. You flipped off a Peloton store back in high school. Yes, I did. Are you liberal or conservative? I don't even know the main differences between them, but neither. And I don't give a fuck about politics, dude. Would it be funny if Conor repeatedly said the fight was at 185, just announced it's at 155 1 month prior to the fight? I may have mentioned that in a video recently, fellow traveler. If Joey bullied me, I'd do a 360 and walk away. You'd have to do a 180. Can you react to UFC Embedded? I cannot react to UFC Embedded. Political talk gets deleted. Fair enough. Soy boy Joey. Yeah, this soy boy would curb stomp you pussy bitch. People that bully just bully and pass it off on someone else's because they are pussies and can't draw the line. Yeah, for sure. I probably did some shit in school that probably wasn't right too, though. That you know, if I would thinking back on it, I'd probably feel bad about. But I would always try to single out people who were dicks to other people, and then I would go after them. That was just what I loved. I mean, that's what got me out of bed every morning when I was a kid. So, Do you think there's more or less than 10,000 people that genuinely care about tomorrow's co-main event? There's probably Myro Bueno Silva's family and Raquel Pennington's family, and then maybe like another 5 more. That's probably it. That's probably it. Hey, you guys want to see something really funny? You guys want to see something really funny? Calling a grown man a soy boy in an attempt to hurt their feelings is crazy. Yeah, it is. It really is crazy. But yeah, Connor's the type to say, Chandler, let's do 145, and Chandler would starve himself for another man. Connor could say 135 and Chandler would do it. I think Chandler's an absolute embarrassment. He really is. I hope the co-main event's a draw so they close the division. Stop. I'm not looking forward to the next one. Bantamweight is literally dead. Joe, what would you do if a bully fought you and whooped you? What would you do? I go back for seconds and try to whoop them. You know, that's it. Or I'd catch them when they weren't fucking looking, dude. I'm not getting beat up and letting them get off. Look, I'm all about retribution. You know? So, if someone gets me, I got to get them back. I got to get my retribution any way I can. So, it's not like, oh, damn, they got me. It's done and over with. I'm catching my retribution one way or another. One way or another. So, Chandler destroyed what's left of his career waiting on the sidelines. I know. He really did. You don't think it's embarrassing that the reporter Strickland got into it, went to media day with the intentions of trying to cancel Strickland? I don't understand. How was he going to cancel Strickland? By Strickland just answering the question? I just don't think that's corny, because people always throw around the term, oh, he just tried to get him canceled. Why can't Strickland supposedly says it how it is and speaks his mind. Why can't he just clarify his opinion? Look, I have no problem clarifying any of my opinions. You know? He's a public figure. He could have just said, I have no comment on that. But he rather just bully some pussy reporter who he knows isn't going to fight back. So, the thing is, I've never seen, like, the level of people that call people soy boys and snowflakes and all that weird shit. I've never seen more people who say that get upset over a fucking dumb question. So, it is what it is. But I guess everyone will get behind him for it. But that's what he wants. He wants people behind him, especially men. Getting publicly caught out in your bullshit isn't the same as getting canceled. Yeah, I don't understand. So, like, people say, oh, that reporter was just looking to stir up shit. I mean, are reporters not supposed to ask compelling questions? It's better than, what's the vibe? Or what do you think's going to go down on Saturday night? I mean, I don't care to hear what Sean Strickland thinks about gay people or trans people. I don't want to hear that shit. But at the end of the day, I respect the guy for asking something different. So, and the guy, it's not like the guy did it in a disrespectful fashion. If Ian Gary answered a question like that, he would get so much shit. Yeah. If someone asked a leading question about his wife and Ian Gary went off like that, yeah. Why didn't any reporters ask Jones about abusing his fiance? They should have, but they didn't, because they're scared of the UFC and they're scared of the backlash they might get. That reporter wasn't scared. He knew he was going to get backlash. Look, I'd like to be a fan of Strickland. I like his fighting style. He's compelling. Dude, shit, I would like him to clarify if he actually hates gay people or what, because it's 2024, dudes. The thing is, he wants to play both sides. That's what he wants to do. If Sean Strickland says, yeah, I'm open to all that and I don't care what people do and blah, 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 he's got to pretend like he hates them while saying certain things. Oh, yeah, I don't care about that. So he just plays both sides. He could never clarify. He would never be able to concrete answer it, because he would alienate a portion of his fan base that he does not want to alienate. They would turn on him quick. It's disrespectful because of his intention. He knew he would be doing something. What he would be doing. What would he be doing? I don't understand. What would he be doing? So if Sean Strickland says, yes, I believe in beating children based on their sexuality, that's the reporter's fault for him having that opinion? Series City thoughts, Tavares weight miss. I think Tavares easily wins. He was winning the fight where he got stopped. It's a reporter. Strickland's too much of a coward to admit he's a homophobe. Basically, people just like that just want to play the line. Like, if I straight up hated gay people, I would just say it. I wouldn't give a fuck. But yeah. The reporter had more balls than Sean. Yeah. You notice how Strickland got more ballsy with a reporter, a corny ass reporter, than he did with Dricus, right? I'm a South African and DDP fan, but we stand with what Sean said. Okay, I mean, I don't even know if you know what he said. It was just a word salad of nothingness. He's trying to get him canceled. All right, bro. I don't care. He asked the question. It is what it is. Sean could have just said no comment on that. I'm not here to talk about that. But yeah, you got asthma. Goddamn, you're breathing loud as fuck. That's what happens when you have $1,000 microphone. You hear every little thing. You hear every little thing. Joey's canceled. Yeah, I'm canceled now. You guys are trying to cancel me. I'm shadow banned. I'm shadow banned. Yeah. Expect to be called on it? Yeah. I don't understand why someone can't be asked about something they said. But I guess they can't anymore. Sean canceled the reporter. Joey, shave your head and oil it up. I'll think about it. Joey, knowing you, someone who doesn't get triggered by any shit talk, literally bulletproof, you destroy Sean in trash. Oh, I definitely destroy Sean in trash talk. 100%. But at the end of the day, he'd fuck me up, so it doesn't really matter. You got to be able to win both. If you don't want people talking about it, don't post it online. True. $1,000 microphone and obesity-related breathing problems. Congrats. Yeah, you know what? My nose is still stuffed from fucking your mother last night. 100K subs this year, bald shave head. No. Everyone criticizing don't have enough nuts to ask the question. No, and he's going to get backlash. Exactly. It's just a bunch of pussies, man. It's just a bunch of pussies. Imagine being scared of a fucking question. But you love when they say, oh, what was the vibes hanging out with Kid Rock? There's about a 70% chance that Sean comes out of the closet on the mic if he beats DDP. Well, he might have to. I mean, we might be able to tell that he has a boner. You know, if they end up in the north-south position. Strickland's definitely going to get aroused. So, yeah. Email said rub buffalo sauce on your body. Okay, I will. He's not winning DDP. Okay. The ones that speak on freedom of speech never seem to like when others exercise the same right. I said that in my video. He doesn't want Dricus to be able to say what he wants to say. He didn't want that reporter to be able to say what he wanted to say. So, setting the props for Joey's weight over under 244. I'm like 280, 290. That's what I weigh. For some reason, people think I'm like 500, I guess. They think I'm a bowling ball. But, hey, man, think about it. I'll never forget, dude posted a photo of me standing that I showed on stream. And everyone was like, there's no way that's him. And I literally look exactly the same as I do in that photo right now, basically. And so I'm happy with that. That made me feel real nice and warm and fuzzy on the inside. How would you reckon Sean beat DDP and DDP cried in the cage because how bad it was and Sean roasted? Would not surprise me. Do you think DDP will be able to take Sean down? Hermanson couldn't get him down, failed like 30 times. Hermanson has terrible takedown offense. I think DDP can get him down. I mean, a boost easily ragdolls Sean to the ground. I think DDP's physically strong. I think it'll be difficult for DDP to get him down, but I think he'll be able to get him down if he wants to. Joey's an absolute unit. Yeah, I'm an absolute fucking unit. An absolute unit, boys. That's just the way it is. Joey's sitting on business. Okay. The weigh-ins are supposed to start. I wonder if they'll actually start on time. I wonder if the weigh-ins are going to start on time. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Yeah. Sean saying I'm fighting for you guys tells me he seeks validation when he doesn't get any. He pouts. Dude should be fighting. He should be admitted to see where the issue is. Yeah. If Strickland leaked a sex tape, would Conor like it on Twitter? As long as it's just him solo. Yeah. Sean needs therapy for sure. Look how DDP took down Whitaker. Yeah. Dude just ragdoll him to the ground. Buddy said on time. I bet they play power slap commercials. Yeah. Have they gotten a stretcher ready to carry out O'Malley with no serious injury? I think they're going to put him on the world's smallest chair. Dude, this dude is obsessed with some bullshit political horseshit. Go fuck off, dude. I don't care about your fucking politics. I don't care about Strickland's politics. So go fuck yourself, dude. We get it. You wake up every day and you beat off thinking about fucking politics. I get it. I don't give a fuck. I don't think about it. I don't even know what exactly it is. So go fuck yourself, buddy. It's fucking weird. I hate you type of people. Just obsessed with fucking bringing politics into every situation. It's annoying. You're a fucking cornball. Go suck off some politician's dick instead of hanging out in my chat. You pussy. He needs to examine why his people not repressing their feelings bothers him so much. The shit he said about Khalil came right back to bite him. I know. Dude made fun of Khalil for talking about, the way he wanted to end his life. Joey Hart, I have great respect for you. The way it is, you look perfect and your content is epic. Keep up the great work. Keep up the good work. Thank you. You say it the way it is. You look perfect. Thank you. And your content is epic. So I say it the way it is. I look perfect and my content is epic. Thank you, Tina Garcia. I appreciate you very, very much. Appreciate your support. Glad you like the channel. Overlap. Thank you for the $9.99. This is the overlap. This is overlap. Mod me so I can handle these little trolls. Make overlap great again. I don't know if that's the real overlap. Are you guys familiar if that's the real overlap or not? We love how much you talk shit. The vibes are right. I'll take that as a compliment. We love how much you talk shit. Yeah, the vibes are right. What's the vibes like? What are the vibes like? Hey, look. I'm always down to talk shit especially with some pussies. That cry and whine and whine and whine and cry. I'm always down for that. So, but yeah, thank you, Fake Overlap, for the $9.99. One day you'll get mod if you keep going. Fake overlap. Everyone's saying fake overlap. Like I always said, it's not hypocritical because Sean wants you to hit him, so he will hit you if you do too. If you do, I don't know what that means. What's not hypocritical? Tell him, Joey. Sean said word for word on better. I want you to go out there and try to kill me. The fans don't want to see us hugging like DDP gives a fuck what Sean says. Yeah, DDP definitely thinks Sean's a fucking idiot. Sean's what happens when cousins when cousins in Tennessee fuck each other, basically. Or in Alabama. We live right now. We live. Am I the only one that's just finding out that Du Plessis' nickname is still Knox? Do I have a theory about these people new? People are just other people from before that you have roasted who came back on alts. I think roasting is just your humor. I'm the real one? He said what? I'm the real one. We'll find out if you're the real one or not soon enough. I'm going to have to do some deep investigations. Let me pop out my chat. Boys. Soon I'm going to have a second monitor. I'm getting a second monitor soon, boys. Hopefully by February's pay-per-view, I have a new monitor. I'm going to have to rework my setup, though. Are the weigh-ins live? Yes, the weigh-ins are live, boys. Let me take a quick listen. I'm reading the chat, though. There's Mr. John Anik. There's Mr. John Anik. Our handsome matchmaker, Mick Maynard. What a suck up. I don't usually care about the weigh-ins that much. Malcolm Gordon missed weight. I think I did see that, him putting the mouth guard in. I thought DDP's name was Kupchak. DDP's deaf scared of Sean. He realized he's really crazy. Nah, he's not. Anik Gaf. Anik Florian podcast, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Anik. I don't hate him, but I'm not a huge fan. Why overlap not a member? I don't know. Snaglord, I'm waiting for one of those donos you got to hide from your wife. I almost want to switch my pick to Malcolm Gordon now that he missed weight. Joey flexing with 2 monitors, yeah. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be sweet. I'm going to have to rework my whole setup, though. Pound and a half over the flyweight limit. Ariane and Brittany are gone, boys. Anik at every turn. The Bonfin brothers. Joey gets 6 monitors. I might end up with 3 one these days. Overlap became a member. First, might hug him. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That wouldn't shock me. Priscilla Cachueta, I hate this motherfucker. Snaglord, thank you for the $10 donation. Give me that wrench. Everyone wants a wrench. We'll have to start giving out wrenches when we get to 20K. I'll have to get a couple more wrenches out there. Now we can't saw that he's fake. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Do you guys think Brittany and Ariane left because their contracts were up or some shit? What weight class was this supposed to be? How is Priscilla Cachueta still on the roster? Yeah, they're getting old. They probably try to negotiate a new contract. Younger ring girls for less money. That's what I was thinking. Good old cornball John Anik. I hate Priscilla Cachueta. What was Jasmine's weight? How much did Priscilla miss by? Overlap. Thank you for the $9.99. This is the newest official member. Overlap. Trolls beware. This is the real Overlap. Appreciate you, Overlap. Glad to see you're a member, so I can differentiate if you're the real Overlap. They moved the whole weight class for her. Yeah, I think the pick's going to be wrong now, to be honest. I wouldn't shock me if Priscilla wins now. $1 million a year for shaking titties is crazy. They can pay 20-year-old 10th that. Yeah, but they were around forever. Sean Anik's laugh is crazy. So she gets none of the purse and a disadvantage. She doesn't get the purse as well. That's crazy. She didn't get a piece of the purse. You know what's crazy? They probably moved the weight class because otherwise the commission would have canceled the fight. Talk about shady. That's crazy. Johan Lanus and Sam Patterson getting heated. What an embarrassment. Yeah, I hate Cachueta. Jillian Robertson. Poliana Viana. I'm thrilled, boys. Priscilla's catch a cheating. Yeah. Josh Parisian has better tits. Stop. Stop it. It's one of the earliest streams I've ever done. I just puked overlapping the membership. I needed the wrench. Snag Lord, you'll be on my list, my friend. You'll be on my list of potential wrench holders. I already have too many. How much are you charging for what? To be the ring girl? Ramon Tavares. Dude's getting booed up. Ring girl? I don't know, man. It would ruin my... I guess I'm sitting ringside and watching the fights, but it would ruin my YouTube. And I have to travel all over the fucking space. I say, give me 200 grand a year. 200 grand a year. I'm not selling wrenches at this point. As long as I get to wear the same outfit as the ring girls. I want the same exact outfit. Imagine you're a ring girl and you're like depressed and you start getting fat. And they're like, sorry, you're too fat. Imagine that would be wild. Dude's got the Canadian flag and the Ukraine flag. Dude's trying to get them cheap. Get the petition written up. Imagine that, bro. 200 grand a year to just be the ring card girl. Or guy, I guess. That'd be crazy. Who's your favorite ring card girl? I don't have a favorite ring card girl. Does the ring card girl have to make weight? Probably. Sorry, you're too shaped like MMA Joe. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I've never watched Power Slap. Jourdain versus Woodson. Sean Woodson's getting booed up a storm. Sean Woodson is a lanky motherfucker. A lanky motherfucker. Now, I'll be live tonight, too. I'm going to drop a video after the weigh-ins, and then I'm going to go, and I'll be back later. Probably around 9 or 10. We'll see. Charles Jourdain walking out now. Throwing his hat into the crowd. You guys didn't know I'm fighting this week? Yeah. French Fries got that Sean Woodson body. Power Slap live stream for 50K? Yeah, as long as I didn't have to pretend to like it. As long as I didn't have to pretend to like it. I would do that. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll drop at the end of the weigh-ins, I'll drop the video, and then I'll be back later. The featured prelim, Brad Katona versus Garrett Armfield. Fries be capping about what? Garrett Armfield's throwing his hat in the crowd too, and nobody's grabbing it. Remember when Derek Lewis threw his cup into the crowd? Remember when he threw his cup into the crowd? No, I don't remember Ring Boy from anywhere. Do a 24-hour stream? Not going to happen. Imagine I just stayed here for the fights till the fights tomorrow. I think YouTube cuts off stream at 12 hours. So you'd have to... Who are these kids behind... Who are these kids behind Dana? I'm not a big fan of Brad Katona. Dude seems like a complete cornball. Does anyone else miss when the weigh-ins were actually the weigh-ins? Does anyone remember that? When the weigh-ins used to actually be the weigh-ins? I miss those days. I used to actually like the weigh-ins then. He is a cornball. He seems like one. Do. Garrett Armfield's a fucking weirdo now, too. Garrett Armfield's screaming. Everyone with their phones behind them is kind of annoying me. I hate the aesthetic of that. The main card now. Versus Mavsar Evloyev. I got to piss, boys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, boys. I just had to piss real quick, and I didn't want to miss the main event. I didn't even miss a single fight. I must have not been gone that long. Anyway, they're doing Chris Curtis. Oh, I miss Mavsar, but yeah. I just figured, you know what? I'm holding an excruciating piss right now. So, the Haitian sensation. Mike Malott. So, top 5 current favorite UFC fighters? I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Charles Oliveira, Yuri Prohaska, Ian Machado, Gary, I'll throw in there just for the hell of it. Islam Makhachev, and there's probably some I'm forgetting. Who else am I missing? I don't know. But thank you for the 199. There's 4 of them. Appreciate you. Ben Wallace Anthony, not Brendan Allen. Neil Magny. Fight someone your own age. Appreciate the $2, Pat. Jump on early today, get some sleep for tomorrow. I jumped on early today just because I wanted to start doing some other random time streams kind of when I can. So I figured I would. And I'll still be live tonight. And I'm going to drop a video at the end of the stream. Time to take a closer look at the co-main event. I'll be live for you boys. I had to keep going. Dude, Chris Curtis said Raquel Pennington's in shape, and Strickland's like, you think she's in shape? Highlights choking out Ashley Evans Smith. I'm fucking done. I forgot she even fought Nunes. Dude, she looks bad even hitting the mitts. Dude, imagine having to sift through for highlights of Raquel Pennington. They're showing Mike Goldberg. Gonna be a bad night for her. I think Myra easily wins. She's much bigger, too. Myra's actually athletic. I'm so happy she beat home. She always finds those like ninja chokes. She don't have nothing for me. That's true. I think Myra Bueno Silva can actually be kind of an interesting champ. I'm going to dominate her in every position. I hate when you say that, Joe. What did I say? What's in the thermos? Wouldn't you like to know? Mayra Bueno Silva. Oh, I'm dying to see this one. Yeah, it's vodka. It's funny that you have two lesbians right underneath. I believe they're both lesbians. I hope I'm not mistaken. It's funny you have two lesbians co-main event under Strickland. Remember when the UFC had the rainbow shorts? I wish they brought them back for this card and Dricus was wearing them. Yeah, hopefully she didn't bring her car. I don't even know what she's. I promise I will give a water. The great Raquel Pennington. Low. Here we go, evil. Here we go. Here we go, evil. Here we go. That's what I heard right there. That shit was cringy. Dude, imagine wanting Adesanya to win and being there. Dude, they got one highlight from the whole fucking fight. All they have is the highlight of the drop and then him going after him at the end to make it look like he was fighting him. Dricus said I'm gonna be the best middleweight ever. That's funny. You know what Prime Anderson would have done to Du Plessis? Dude, Prime Anderson would have beat the fuck out of Dricus and Sean. The whole fight was shit outside of that first round. Dude, the way he mounted Whitaker quit in there. Look, he getting ready to tap. Robert Whitaker was ready to tap there. Look at him. Did Silva really fight hard competition in his era? I think he did. People play revisionist history, but he was fighting from both weight classes too. I'm going to walk through Dricus. Dricus. Dude, I do love the highlight of Strickland beating up Brendan Allen, though. Look, here goes the brawl. They said they played every childhood memory is going to come fun back. All they keep showing is Strickland up against the fence. The 30 seconds broke Strickland. Dude said every childhood memory is going to come back. Dude said when your dad comes in your bedroom. But you know Strickland's going to be totally cool. He's going to play it cool tonight. Because he's scared, dude. He's really scared of Dricus. That's the craziest shit I've ever seen. What if Strickland just freezes in the cage? Dude, I genuinely think Strickland's scared of Dricus. Dude, Dricus is fucking jacked. I swear, if the crowd ever turns on Strickland, he'll be mentally broken from that, too. He wore a Speedo. What is Strickland doing? What the hell is this? What is Strickland doing? Dude doesn't even want to stare down with him. Look. Strickland doesn't even want to stare down with him. I'm done. Dude isn't even walking over. He didn't go up to the scale. Strickland doesn't even want to go near him. Dude, Strickland don't even want to go near him. I'm fucking done. I'm done, dude. He said he took one look at Dricus' body. He got aroused, dude. He said, I'm not scaring off with him. He took one look at that body. He said, nah, I'm not going to go near him. I'm going to pop a chub. Can someone pronounce his name right? It's Dricus. Dricus said I'm going to kill him tomorrow. Oh, shit. Dricus said be careful what you wish for. He's asked for death. He going to get it tomorrow. Damn. Dude didn't even want to walk over. He saw that body. He saw that body. He said, nah. I'm fucking done. That was worth watching, though. That's funny. I'm going to tweet that out. I'm done. Dricus really has that man mentally broken. All prelims fights, wow, historic. I said I'm done. Dricus really has this dude broken. Now I'll say really broke him. Strickland is scared to be within a 50-foot radius. Maybe he's scared he was going to get aroused. That's all I can guess. That's crazy. Dude said, nah. Sean may end up winning, but that doesn't change the fact he's mentally broken. I'd be shocked if Sean wins. So, thank you for pronouncing Dricus' name correct. It's really not that hard. There's so many different pronunciations, but someone from South Africa told me how to pronounce it. And it's funny because I've had people from South Africa comment on it in my videos and say, thank you for saying his name right. Strickland couldn't even get close. I know. He said, nah. He said, nah. What was that face off? He was scared, dude. That's what it looks like when a man. Dricus said, be careful what you wish for. This man asked for death and he's going to get it tomorrow night. Oh my God. So, did you ever use Jamster back in the day when we had to buy ringtones? Not that I remember. I never really was a ringtone person. That's wild. Dude said, I'm not getting close to this man. He might hurt me. That's wild. So what's your analysis on why Strickland was acting so? I think he's mentally broken, dude. I think he's genuinely scared of Dricus. And also, I think there's something wrong with Sean. I think he's mentally unstable. I think he's on the spectrum, and I don't think he's ever gotten help. So people like that, you can't really, it's hard to make heads or tails of what they do. Maybe Sean was scared about getting aroused. He saw Dricus's, six pack, and he didn't want to get horny and be out at live on straight stage during the weigh-ins. That's my analysis. I'm gonna do a body language analysis video afterwards. I'm kidding. So yeah, Strickland was horny, so he had to stay away. Stop talking about Dricus' body. He wanted to oil Dricus up. Yeah, dude was getting aroused on stage. He was staring at the ground, man. He was staring at the ground. Yeah. He was scared he was gonna make out with him, yeah. Best pay-per-view of the year? Shut the fuck up. Alan Evelev is the second best fight on the card. I know. I actually mentioned that in the video I'm about to drop. Chase Super grappling built like that. Yeah. Well, we saw the weigh-ins. Boys. What a night. What a night we're in store for. Let's see what they're talking about now. John Anik's on there. Oh, this is the weigh-in show from earlier, I guess. It automatically went to that. He's as mentally strong as we can be. Opie, that is the dumbest. Did you even read the message you said? Does everyone realize what's wrong about Opie's message? And that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Genuinely the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Someone please point out why Opie's message is fucking stupid. Like, just read the message and it's easily to discern why it's so fucking dumb and lacks all logic. And I don't need to have these on anymore. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, he's a real badass. He put a gun to an unarmed drunk man's head. Oh, yeah. That makes you brave. So, I felt dumb reading it. Yeah, me too. It was devoid of all logic. That's just the way it is, boys. Sean's definitely scared of Dricus. Maybe not scared to fight him. But he's scared of him in general. Oh, that's old argument. It's from people who are scared of guns. I don't know what you mean, dude. Putting a gun to an unarmed drunk man's head is not brave. Okay? All right? I've had a gun to my head before. I wasn't scared. That's brave. What was Sean doing at the face-offs? He was getting aroused. He was examining Dricus' body and getting aroused. I'm trying to think of a really stupid tweet about the face-off to post on Twitter and really get people up in arms. It means he killed someone. Nobody said anything about bravery. I mean, yeah, he literally did. You were scared, you liar? Okay. I don't know why people are acting like this is the most alpha male thing ever. Has nobody ever to deal with a home invader or trespasser before? Like, I've pressed intruders with heat before. Dude was a drunk unarmed man hanging out in the driveway. Yeah. Somebody help me craft up a tweet to really get Twitter up in arms, but it has to be about Strickland and DDP stare down. Strickland was scared to go face to face with Dricus because he saw what great shape DDP was in. Like he saw what great shape DDP was in and was scared to get a boner. Maybe this is too much. Nah, boner's not as funny. Erection on stage, and he would finally be outed for his closeted homosexuality. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Is that good? Is that funny? You think that'll get people pissed? Sean's leash didn't extend that far, so Dricus had to come closer. So this is what I have. Strickland was scared to go face-to-face with Dricus at the weigh-ins because he saw what great shape DDP was in, and was scared to get an erection on stage, and he would finally be ousted for his closeted homosexuality. I don't think that one's as good. You think that one will get people riled up? I'm aiming to get people riled up. What do you think that'll get people pissed off? I'm done. All right, I'll just post that. If I think of something better, I'll come back to it. I don't consider anyone brave until they beat their wife in a club at 53 in Mexico. I agree. All right, dude, we get it. We get it. You've been to Afghanistan. Pump the brakes, bro. All right, let's see if that works out. Let's see if that gets everyone drummed up. It's the funniest shit ever. When to get MMA Twitter worked up ends up being a bunch of faceless names and profile pictures all crying me a river in my mentions, which is hilarious. I'm dropping a video at the end of the stream, which will be shortly, by the way, boys. I'm dropping a video. If you guys can, make sure to go like the tweet, repost the tweet, whatever you guys can do. Even co-sign the shit. This is exactly what I was thinking. This is exactly what I was thinking. You know, my favorite thing is when I click on a tweet that gets like a lot of responses, and they're like ratioed. Imagine, look, if you ever said the term ratioed in your life, you're a pussy. Oh, that shit's funny. When I see that, I laugh my ass off. I'm like, I'm done. These people really think Twitter's real life. Say Myra Bueno Silva and Raquel is now more competitive because Sean is now Dricus' bitch. Yeah. I think Sean was thinking about oiling him up. Is New Mexico part of the United States? I think he was literally in Mexico, not New Mexico. New Mexico is a part of the United States. It's been a weird fight week, yeah. So, this has been a weird little fight week, boys. Dricus tried to walk over. He said, "Whoa, Nelly." Wasn't it funny how I had the peace of mind to swap out the word boner for erection because erection just sounds funnier? Just sounds funnier. It's the first card you can legit do cut these fighters before the event. That is true. That is true. Strickland will go 50-45. We'll see. We shall see. All right, listen, boys. I will be back live later tonight. I'm about to drop a video only for you boys. Only for you boys. I'm dropping my grading UFC 297 video. It is unlisted currently. It is currently unlisted. Do me a favor, though. Like this stream right now. Run up the likes on this stream. I would greatly appreciate if you guys could run up the likes on this stream. I will be back later tonight. But in the meantime, go check out this video. Hopefully boosted in the algorithm. I'm dropping it late. Usually I drop it 2 weeks. Usually I drop it like 2 to 3 weeks before the card, but I've been slacking, so I got it out late. I haven't missed a card to do this for a card. So you guys are getting it while it's not even released yet. I'm not even releasing it till after the stream. So you guys are getting to see it first. Here's the link. I appreciate you guys. Go to the video. I linked it in stream. First time viewers for that video. Goodbye. Good night. I will see you guys later tonight. I'll be back around 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. 9, 10 p.m. Eastern time. I'll talk to you guys then. Good night.